Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
12. Hey, shoot.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's caught by Montgomery. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, Charlie!
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo is caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Now the Bears' 6th-round pick in 2014, Pat O'Donnell on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Check nickel. He's coming. We got double up.
A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th-rounder from Stanford. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. This is caught by Antonio Brown. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 53 yards. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Tight down. There you go.
No. Off. Check three. Back.
Going to give it to Love. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd down, Love. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Got a man. It's Brown. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 13-year man puts it through.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
He's brought down at the 37.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he finds McLaurin. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go play action now. Haskins. Allen's got it complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Haskins. And he's got it. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Check 36. Check 52. Check 9. Deuce. Switch.
They'll turn to Thompson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Chris Thompson His second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Next to score, Redskins 10, Bears nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
I got this. Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
21. Here we go. Recon, 152 fighter. Two.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this is caught by Curse. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He finds Robinson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards into Chicago first down.
21. Omaha. Hey, Delta. Check 26. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 12. 21. Here we go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
21. Bravo.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. This is caught by Robinson. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Mike
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On second down now, it's Love. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The improv on the scramble there gets them 6, and it'll be second down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
13, 5.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He completes it to Bryant. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. Garoppolo now. 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Airing one deep for Curse. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Here's Haskins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
26-yard line.
Let's go now.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On first down, here's Love. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on second down, Haskins. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Haskins on third down. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A loss of 2 there, second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
You got him. You got him.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Check pass. Check pass. Check. Crunch.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Gostkowski's kick is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go. At their own 34-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well,
and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Danny Trevathan came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. To try again after the sack. Haskins. He's got Thompson here, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now it's Haskins to Thompson on the screen. And some room to run now. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Redskins stringing together a couple of good pickups. It's another 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Thompson. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Love again. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
It'll be Love to try and get the 1st. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead stretches 16-3 now. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. There's Garoppolo to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he lost 6 there on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
21.
Garoppolo. Complete to Bryant. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Eleven. 6-6. Pull it high.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. That is caught by Cohen. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 30. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Washington, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves